Elite Dangerous, this mile-wide, inch-deep pond, as some call it, may actually be deeper than you think. There certainly are plenty of things to do and poke if you are daring enough. Regardless of your preferred playstyle or tools to play with, we as players tend to make up our own so-called bucket lists of things to accomplish in a game. And that gave me an idea. Let's make a list of things that every player should do, or at least try once in their time playing Elite Dangerous, in order to say, yes, I've done it and tried it all. And I thought, what a better way to make such a list but with the help of other creators that all have their own unique playstyles and experiences to share. So, I guess, let's get into it.
Kick the bucket list all across the room with a trip over to a planet, or better yet, a star enveloped in perpetual motion in the galactic ocean. All asteroid rings don't take their time moving across the dance floor, so throw on your shiny disco suit and hop into your Barbarella ship. Set a heading toward the sector of your choice and scan and jump your way out of the bubble-wrapped section of the galaxy. Behold, a high-velocity ring. Trivial things like Brexit, impeachments, and whatever the Marmite is don't matter when you're megameters above uncountable tons of mountain-sized minerals skating in a circle around a stretched-out disco ball. Skim the surface like a needle on a real DJ's turntable, because when you're visiting high-velocity rings, it's mandatory to have your favorite record providing a soundtrack to your barf bag filling convulsions as you get knocked around because you got too close. Reorient yourself and take in the sights, because this time, it really is something to write home about. Fly dirty, Commanders. 07.
Now, Elite Dangerous is hosted in a replica of our galaxy, the Milky Way, or at least as close as it is possible. And that means you can visit all sorts of stars, systems that you can see outside of your window right now. Unless it's daytime, then definitely try staring at the sun directly. Trust me! Anyways, for me the grand jewel of this sandbox would be visiting the center, the core of the galaxy, seeing that supermassive black hole that pulls everything together. For me, if you have not been to the center of the galaxy, I'd say you're missing out quite a bit. The game would definitely not be complete if you didn't see the core, at least once. And after seeing it, I can full well tell you that both the journey and the destination was worth it.
Hello Commanders, Commander Placer here. As you might have realised by now, Elite Dangerous is a beautiful game, and sometimes you just have to stop and smell the roses. A great way to do this is simply sit on a planet and watch a star rise. Done it once and that's enough? Well, with the near infinite combinations of star types, trinary and binary systems, planet types, and orbital speeds, you will always find something new. Any system with a star and a planet has potential for great screenshots or a cinematic time-lapse. You aren't just limited to planetary star rises either. Put a non-landable planet between you and a star and you'll be in for a visual treat. One thing you should remember is that with the number of star systems in Elite, you could have the very first set of human eyes to ever see a star rise on an undiscovered planet. Of course, you do need to watch out for tidally locked planets, or you're going to be waiting for that star rise for a long time. Now get out there and find yourself a planet. Commander Placer, out.
Mining. A gaming activity that often involves boring and repetitive gameplay with very little player interactions. That used to be true about mining in Elite as well, and that is until recently at least. You see, after the recent changes to mining, it now requires a lot more player skill to place warheads into asteroids to crack them open, and you will also get a lot of pretty explosions. So I would recommend that everybody build themselves a mining ship and give it a go. Just remember that it's not as straightforward as you might think, but if you do your research, learn the tricks of the trade, it can be one of the most profitable activities in the game.
Greetings, Commandos! Minnie here! Now you may be asking yourself this: what should I try in Elite Dangerous at least once? My answer is this: build a stupid weapon and have fun, that's it. Now this doesn't come down to just engineering, no, although that is part of it. It also comes down to ship choice as well. For example, Packhounds, Imperial Cutter, 6 hard points with high ammo capacity and a huge heel beam. Imperial Hammers, Federal Gunship, double ammo capacity so you shoot 6 times instead of 3. Ship insurance does not cover loss of ship due to pilot negligence from overheating. Cannons, Imperial Annihilator, use the Force. Burst lasers, Federal Gunships in a group, add on some inertial impact for some tasty disco death. Frag cannons, Ferdinand or Mamba with high ammo capacity. Whatever you want to build, just remember, first, weapons are more fun with friends. Second, the more stupid idea, the higher the entertainment value. And third, grade 1 modifications can apply experimental effects, meaning you can try some stupid weapon combos quite easily. Now go forth and build something stupid. This is Minnie, signing out.
I don't know how I keep getting roped into these Yamix collabs. Or are we filming? Okay, so one of the great things about flying in Elite is the option to use flight assist on or off. Now when off, you can shoot yourself along a quasi-Newtonian flight path, but it can take a while to get used to flying like this. Spatula! Bradford has a tip he wants to share to help commanders get good at flying with flight assist off. Bradford, I'm doing a Yamix collab video here. Can you fuck off? Okay, here's what you do. I call it hemming the roids. First, go out and find the asteroids. Any ring will do. Then get nice and snug between the roids. Now don't be afraid, they're just giant rocks hurtling through space at incredible velocities. Then, turn off your shields and press Ctrl-Alt-G to turn off your HUD. Lastly, turn flight assist off. Now boost! All you have to do now is not die, and you'll learn quickly via fear. Well, gee, Bradford, that actually looks kind of fun. It is, but it's also dangerous. Well, that's the name of the game. You think this is a game?
When describing conflict zones, a single word comes to mind. Wow! This needs more words to describe how boring it is. However, there is something here you have to experience. There are many classic sounds in Elite Dangerous, and there's nothing more awesome than the sound of a massive capital ship warping in. To find capital ships in battle, search the galaxy map for systems at war. Make sure you have at least one faction allied with Federal or Empire, then hop into a high-intensity conflict zone. You might find just one capital ship, but sometimes there's 2! So good luck and have fun watching these, God that's loud, these majestic beasts warping in. Oh, also, you can fight them off, but Yamix only gave us like literally 1 minute to tell you how.
To kill a capital class ship, all you need to do is shoot all the thingies on it. But if you want to step into a more Steven Spielberg-esque scenario, I would highly recommend checking out a Thyroid Interceptor. They can be found within the bubble or out at the Pleiades sector. What can make these things rather intriguing is that if you're looking for them, they may just come to you. Their ship designs are truly something out of this world, but the sounds, by God, the sounds they make just adds to the feeling of witnessing something alien. Having one of them approach you to investigate you can have you going, "What's going on?" While they are fairly friendly and will leave you alone if you keep your distance, just be sure to keep your hardpoints stowed away. The last thing you want to do is shoot at these guys in a standard ship otherwise. Either way, if you ever wanted to be in the presence of a highly dangerous alien form, I personally think encountering a Thyroid Interceptor is a must-see for any sci-fi fan.
And with that, our little list has come to an end. First off, of course, I got to say big thanks to all the contributors, for which you can find links in the description, so do check us all out. But beside that, if you too have some bucket list items that you want to share, feel free to do so down below. Oh, and perhaps if you enjoyed this style of a video, there is another one called Rules of Elite, so go take a look at that as well. You may find some familiar voices there too. But as for now, there are plenty of things to at least try once out in Elite Dangerous, so go ahead.